To verify your SNMP deployment on your router, your multi-layer switch, you can use show SNMP, and what it'll allow you to verify is the number of packets input, meaning coming from the network management station, or the number of packets you outputted to the network management station. You'll also be able to verify who you're sending your trap messages to. In this case, we're sending our trap messages to the IP address of 10.1.150 using port number 162. And we can see that we sent 476 messages to this particular server. We can look at the view. What is the view again? The view is referring to the objects that can be accessed within the MIB. So we're going to have a whole bunch of different objects in the MIB, but if we create different views, we can then attach those views to groups and control what is allowed to be accessed. So if you want to verify the different views, the default views on your device versus the user-defined views, you can type in show SNMP view, and here you can see that we have some default views, but we also have the ops view that we created, and that ops view includes these 4 objects within the MIB. Show SNMP group is going to allow us to verify the group that we created. And remember, that group is really just a mapping of what is the view. Do you have read-write view or just read view access? What security model is being used? What specific access control list is being applied? And we can see in this example that the group name we have is group Z. There's read access to the ops view, and there's read-write access to the ops view. The security model being utilized is version 3. Priv. What does priv mean? Priv means we are using authentication and encryption. Authentication and encryption. And there's the access list that is going to be utilized to control which NMS is allowed to access this device. Show SNMP user identifies the users we've created. And what do the users do for us? The users allow us to define the authentication protocols that are going to be used. So you can verify that here. It allows us to identify the encryption algorithms that are going to be utilized as well. So AES 256. And then we can also identify which group this particular user is a member of. So in this case, group Z. So there's this whole nesting process going on with our SNMP deployment here, whereby we create a user that's defining our authentication and our privacy, and they belong to a specific group. And that group is going to be defining what type of access this user has to the view. And what is the view that we looked at? The view is the ops view, and there was read access to the ops view and write access to the ops view.